Hello and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, my name is Peter, and if you are new, thank you for clicking on this video. I'll start this video off by saying this isn't the original camp. I tried to camp at Small Water, or Small Tarn, just near Haweswater, but there's actually enforcers there now, stopping anyone with tents, or anyone with a big bag at least, and they moved me on. I waited there for 2 hours and they stayed there. I think they'd written my number plate down, so I wasn't going to stay. So instead, I've decided to climb one of the highest mountains possible. Well, one of them in the Lake District. Because that way, the enforcers can't get me. Plus it'll be a massive challenge for me. So I'm going to see how far I can get up Helvellyn. This backpack weighs a ton, so I haven't got high hopes of getting to the top, but if I get somewhere near Striding Edge, I'll be quite happy because I want to get the sunrise. I wondered why there was no campers at Haweswater, and then I realised when I got there, I've got a picture of them, so this is what they're wearing, just in case anyone wants to know. But yeah, anyway, just going to walk up this massive path now. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock now, so I've got 2 hours of daylight. Hopefully I get somewhere near the top, because if I don't make it to the top, I can always do that in the morning. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and thanks very much for watching. So I haven't done this walk for 2 or 3 years. I've definitely put the weight on since then, so this is going to be a challenge, like I said. But I'm determined to do it now after those enforcers basically said, where have you come from? I said near Whitby, and he swore. He said, well, you got a long drive back home, haven't you? I said, no, not really. That's why I've came here. But they did mention it was something to do with the rave or the party that was had over on, I can't remember what the water was called now. But it was all over the papers and stuff like that, where they cut the trees down and had fires. But it's all because of that. But yeah, I've brought no water. I've brought a water filter, my bivvy. I'm not even in a tent tonight, and no beers, and the super noodles. And my bag weighs a ton because I've got all my camera gear in it, because I'm hoping to get some shots of the stars tonight, preferably at Striding Edge, but we'll see. If all else fails, I camp behind that house there. So I've walked about 1.5 miles, I think, from Glenridding car park. I'm just going up to Greenside Mine now, and then I'll take the left path towards Red Tarn, and then I've got a massive walk from there. So this is a mine that I'd like to visit, but I think you've got to book on trips, or you've got to know someone who has the key. So I've come a couple of miles and absolutely sweating, but I've just arrived on the ascent part. I'm not sure how good the sound is on this because I haven't got my wind thing on, but if it gets too bad I'll put it on. I can just see roughly where I'm going, which is somewhere up there or just beyond that one. I think that one there is Catsy Cam. I think that's how you pronounce it. Could be wrong. Usually am. But this is doing my fitness quality. As I say, I'm not the fittest anymore, but I've done this, I think I've done Helvellyn 5 times, but never with a rucksack on that weighs about 12 kilograms. So I'm going to fill the water filter up here, chill out, and then tackle that. Next bit, I'm probably going to need about 3 more breaks before I get to the top of there. That should last till I get somewhere close to the top. I'll fill it before I get to the tarn. Don't want to be filling it with the tarn water. Also, this is the first time I'm using this water filter. Danny from DB Camping Adventures gave it to me. I think it's 800 millilitres. So we'll see how this is. I did try it on the tap earlier just to see how to use it. Right, so I've got over the first ridge, well, first hill on this bit here. I'm absolutely contemplating what the hell am I doing. I forgot how big this was. I've came too far now to turn back though, so I'm going to have a 25-minute rest or something like that, but if it gets dark, it gets dark. I'll just have to put the bivvy down as soon as I get up. I'll show you how close I am to the top. So that's the Catchy Cam up there, but what I'm doing is I'm walking up this path here. I don't even know whether that's the top when you get around the corner. I think it goes even higher. I can see people on that ridge up there. Like I say, I'm just going to have a bit of a rest and then push on further. If it gets too much, I'll just find somewhere to put the bivvy down for the night. But I'm definitely determined to do it. I've told myself I can do it, so I don't easily give up on things, so I'm going to have to do it now. Right, so I'm running out of light pretty fast. Don't know if you can see in the sky there. It's about 9 o'clock, 9:15. Just seeing some lads there. It's the first time I've seen someone in ages. I said, oh, you must be mad carrying that bag up here. And yeah, I think I am. Far too heavy. I think it's because I've got my DSLR camera in here and everything like that, so power banks and stuff I probably won't even use. But I'm near the top. I believe that in the centre of the screen is the start of Striding Edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way up to the left here and then camp somewhere up here. So I'm just coming up to the tarn at the bottom of Helvellyn. Striding Edge on the left hand side, Swirl Edge on the right. Doesn't look like there's anyone camping at the tarn, but there's definitely someone camping on the top left hand side of Helvellyn. Don't know whether you can see me or not. Oh, there's the tarn down there. And I'm on Striding Edge now, so I'm just going to make my way onto the ridge and find somewhere to sleep. It's getting dark now, it's about 10:15. Right, I've decided I'm literally going to have to pitch up just here. I don't know if you can see that there. It's just off the walkway to, well, just as you get on Striding Edge. It's got too dark, there's no way I can find somewhere else, but this is fairly soft and it's just off the path, so I'll be away by 4 o'clock in the morning, so I should do. But I'll set the bag up, show you where I'm sleeping, and I'm literally going straight to sleep because I'm up about 3:30. Get packed away and then set off from here about 4. I'm trying to get the sunrise from the top of Helvellyn. I'm absolutely chuffed that I've got here. Right, I've put all my warm layers on now. The others were absolutely drenched. I'll show you my setup and then I'm literally going to go straight to sleep. It's 10:15 now. So there's my setup there. I'm in my bivvy bag, no tarp, and then I've just got some drinks at the side, water, my camera, another warm layer for my bottoms when I get into the bivvy, and some gloves. And then here I've just got my bag underneath my tarp just to stop the moisture on it. And inside my bag I've got my stuff for cooking, for my tea, stuff for breakfast, and I've got a first aid kit and an emergency blanket in case it gets cold. Also, if people are wondering, the wind is only going to be about 4 miles an hour tonight on top of here. I've checked the weather, and that's why I'm literally on the end of here. I've got about 6 foot on the right hand side of me anyway, so I can't roll off. But anyway, I'm going to get my head down and I'll see you in the morning. Morning. I've had to get packed away pretty sharpish because there's tons of walkers coming up the path. I didn't realise they actually walk up here for sunrise. A couple have passed me already, but I never said anything. So this is where I was camped last night. There's only my water bottle left. You can see where I was laid. No rubbish around. Look at that view to wake up to this morning. The sun is just coming up, as you can see there. The other people I passed are still awake, still asleep, sorry. So I've decided against climbing up Helvellyn. The reason for that is my backpack's far too heavy. It's too windy. I've had to put the wind thing on. There, so I can't fly the drone, but I'll put some footage on the end of when I've done it last. Plus I'm at work tonight, so I've got a 3-hour drive home, so I'm absolutely shattered. I think I had about 4 hours sleep in total, if that. But I think it's going to take me about an hour and a half to walk back as well, and if I go that way, probably take me close to 4 hours. And then 3 hours back, so that would take me to at least after 12 o'clock. So I just haven't got the time to do it. But I just wanted to prove to myself that I could actually climb up here again. So I'm quite chuffed. So this is by far one of my highest wild camps so far. Definitely feeling it this morning. Like I say, I've put a few extra pounds on, so I'm trying to get rid of them. I don't know if you can see how windy it is. I'll turn around to show you. Yeah, you can probably hear that. That's why I didn't want to go up there, because the edge is pretty thin. Just got to find my way back down from this side now. Like I say, I came from that way, the other side of the valley. Yeah, so now I know that I can still do that climb. I'm going to try and get my bag weight down just a little bit more. I think it was 12 kilograms or roundabouts last night, and that was still too heavy, especially for this walk. So if I can get it below 10, so even if I just take the bivvy and the sleeping bag, that's it really. It's just I've brought all camera gear. So I had my DSLR last night because I thought the Aurora was going to kick off, or the Northern Lights, but it never happened. It's a shame. I wanted some star shots, but that moon just destroyed my pictures, so I never bothered. So as I'm walking down now, realised that I made the good choice of going straight back to the car. Toilet monsters creeped in, so that would have been an absolute nightmare if I'd have got up to the top of there. Still got some ways to go, but right next to the car is the toilets, so it's not too bad. I know you don't want to hear that, but it's just, that's what it is. Really hope this video turns out okay, because I've been recording in 1080p, 30 frames a second. I usually record in 4K, but should still be alright. I'll be gutted if it's not. Saying that, I've still done some exercise, haven't I, so it doesn't really make a difference. So on the other side of this wall is where I originally planned on camping. Didn't plan on going all the way to the top of there or on Striding Edge. I just planned on going in this field here just to see if I could get up the first mountain, but I took the wrong path and ended up coming down the other side of the valley. So that's why I'm going down this way. I wanted to see what the spot was actually like. Like I say, the original plan was to camp at Haweswater, but the enforcement, I think they were called enforcement officers or something like that, stopped me from wild camping because of those fires. Now, even though I told them I was just in a bivvy bag, I had nothing for a fire. I said I didn't even have a tent. They still said no. And they wouldn't even let me walk to the bothy, which I thought was allowed. So this water bottle is an absolute game changer. I'm usually hauling like 2 litre water bottles up hills and stuff like that. So cheers Danny for sorting me out a water filter. I know you only bought me it because I got the shits on one camp from drinking the tan water. Right, after all this walking, like this morning and last night, I haven't even done one weighing right, so I'm definitely going to do this one, but I'm not too sure what this one's called. It's on the way back anyway. Don't even know if this is an official one, but it'll do for me. Look at this. So there's Greenside Man that we passed on the way. That path right in the middle is the one that we took. So I'll zoom back out. I'm quite a distance away from that on the other side of the valley. Like I said, I don't even know what this hill's called. I should have just camped on there. I'm sure that's Sheffield Pike. That was one of my original plans as well, but I always try and go one better. Even if it does fail. So finally made it down. I came back down that side. I said I'll put on the screen what that's called. I have no idea. I'm absolutely shattered. Good job I never went up Helvellyn across the top. Whew. Saying that, it's a start to building the fitness back up, isn't it? So I'll see what my car's like when I get back to it.